Blue belts, not necessarily for a stripe on their belt, but as part of what they'll be learning and working on in class throughout this testing cycle. Part of their curriculum is going to be to work on getting better at falling forward safely. We worked on rolls, we work on backward falls and all that stuff. Falling forward safely is a little bit of a different thing. It still follows the same rules as a backward fall, side fall, in that I don't want my hands to go down first and catch all of my weight, because then that could really damage my wrists. Okay, whether this is on grass or concrete or whatever, I don't want just my hands down to catch the weight of everything. I want to disperse it through as much surface area as I can. So if I'm going to land with my arms eventually hitting the ground, then I'd rather land from my elbow to my hand all at once, that whole forearm and everything, all at the same time, with both hands. I'd rather take the brunt of that fall on my entire forearm and my hands instead of just on my wrists, okay? As I'm doing that, so if we're going to start with this, we'll start it from our knees, that way they're just getting a chance to practice that. As I'm doing that, I also don't want my nose pointing straight down to the ground. So another, I guess, innate thing for us to do, a reaction that most people will have would be just to look straight down and close their eyes as they're falling, just like they would want to put their hands out. So one thing we're going to have to change, and a habit we're going to have to form, is how to turn our head, turn our eyes. So look one way or the other as you're falling. That way, it's not your nose that's getting in, your teeth that's getting all jacked up. Maybe you scruff your cheek on the ground, but that's a lot better than breaking your nose, right? So here, from the knees, falling position, like I'm saying, oh, I give up. Everything falls at once. I don't want my arms first, then my belly. I want to land everything at once, flat at the same time. All right, from another position, from a standing position, it's the same thing, same process, but my knees will go down first. I'll still land on my knees. So this is assuming I got forward momentum with my fall. I'm not just dropping out of the sky like a parachuter or falling from a tree limb or something like that. I've got forward momentum, so my knees will go down first to get me down close to the ground. Woo, that's kind of fun to slap. Then my hands and everything go as I'm turning my head. That's a forward fall and a good way of learning how to do it safely for blue belt level.